Hi. Today we will be unboxing and setting up the Roland SP-404 Mark II Creative Sampler and Effector. First, open the box and unfold the cardboard flap with the name of the device on it. Under this flap you will find a quick start guide and safety manual. Next, remove the top styrofoam layer to reveal the device itself and the dedicated DC power adapter. Remove both of these from their plastic sleeves. Now that the 404 is out of its box, we can begin the setup process. First, we will need to turn the device on. The 404 can either be powered via the DC adapter included in the box, or it can run on 6 AA batteries for a battery life of around 3 to 4 hours per set. This makes the 404 portable, so you can work with the device anywhere you'd like. Now that we have the device turned on, let's discuss connectivity. On the front of the device there are 2 headphone outputs, one for 1/4 inch and one for 3.5 millimeter. We also have an external input for a guitar or microphone with a switch to change between the two and a gain knob to adjust input level. On the right side of the device, there is an SD card slot for importing and exporting samples or projects. Let's move on to the back side. From left to right, we have the DC adapter port and power switch. Next, we have a USB-C port. This can either be used as an audio input or output. To the right of these are MIDI in and out 3.5 millimeter ports. This is used to send information between the 404 and other devices. Finally, we have a stereo input for recording from external sources and a stereo output for sending the audio from the 404 to your output system. The front panel of the 404 is the main interface of the device. Let's discuss how to use it. Make sure the external source button is turned on and press the record button while connected to an external audio input to begin recording. When you record audio to the device, that sample is assigned to a pad. There are 16 pads per bank and 10 banks available per project. Once you have recorded to a pad, you can then resample this recording, essentially recording over it with more sound or with effects applied. Let's talk about the menu. The menu is controlled with the 3 control knobs on the top of the device. The knob all the way to the left is dedicated to the master volume output of the device. Another major function of the 404 is the onboard effects. There are 6 effects buttons surrounding the main screen. 5 of these buttons are staple effects of past 404 models: a filter, resonator, delay, isolator, and DJ effects looper. The last button is a multi-effects engine, being able to switch between 36 other onboard effects. Now that we've been over the basic functions of the device, you should feel comfortable unboxing, powering on, connecting, and recording with the SP-404 Mark II Creative Sampler and Effector. Thanks for watching, and have fun!